There's a really good King of the Hill episode where the neighbors, from Laos, he's Laotian. Hank Hill's like, so are you Chinese? Or are you Japanese, right? And then the guy's like, no, I'm from Laos. It's a Southeast Asian country. And then in the end, he's like, okay. He's like, so are you Chinese or are you Japanese, right?
Every time I meet somebody new, the question always comes up, where are you from? And I always want to say Minnesota, but you know what they mean.
I was at a bar and someone asked me my name and I said Rachel. And then they said, okay, but what's your real name?
Chinese are not the same as Japanese, are not the same as Koreans, are not the same as Filipinos or Thai or, Indians.
And not every single Asian person gets into college. Not every single Asian person goes to a great school. Not every single person has, a great job.
I can still be Japanese American and know that part of myself and know that history. But it's also okay to still identify as a gangly little suburban kid. And I'm fine with that.
I remember seeing Wayne's World growing up, and I was like, oh, Tia Carrere, she's Filipino, Hawaiian Filipino. And they're like, no, she's playing Cantonese. And I was like, oh, we don't even get to be ourselves. We don't even get to be who we are. We have to play at something else.
Most times in high school or places like this, you don't really have an outlet where you can talk about these Asian American issues. Even in the workplace, you need Asian American mentors who experience the bamboo ceiling, something that happens in corporate America. So most times if you actually look at it, you'll see that a lot of Asian Americans, for instance, they're in middle management or they're in engineering, but you don't really see them in high CEO roles. And the reason being is oftentimes our culture, for instance, my mom always tells me, don't ask for a raise. Keep your head down. When you do your work, your boss will basically, see that you're doing well and he'll give you a raise. But in America, it's not like that. America's the squeakiest wheel gets the oil, right?
People sometimes say that, Nobuko, just forget about Japaneseness. Just open up yourself more and be more expressive and be more upfront and straightforward.
That goes back to the stereotype of no one talks about Asians because Asians don't speak up.
My parents didn't want me to learn the language. They thought that if I were to learn Tagalog at home, that I would have an accent and I would have the struggles that they had because they were shamed for having thick accents when they first immigrated to the US. I think I struggle with it even now, that talking to my parents, I think they do regret those moments of wanting something different for me. I have 2 younger sisters who are 10 and 8, and I really feel it's my responsibility to help them come to terms with the identity crisis I know they're going through and bridging the gap between the American culture that they deal with at school and the Asian culture they deal with at home.
There is just so much beauty in the distinction and different cultures out there that I think it would be to everyone's advantage to learn more about all the different places we come from.
I love seeing that these communities are asking for representation because it's so important to me. And I think my ownership is getting to be a part of that.
And even celebrate the fact that it's so cool to be different, to have something to offer that someone else may not, and to exchange ideas rather than just try to be the same idea. I think that concept is it frees you so much. There's so much freedom in that.
Good evening, and welcome to our Heart of Peace meditation. My name is Aldo Inigas, and yes, I was originally from the Philippines. And I'm one of the practitioners here in our center called the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. Tonight we are meditating for peace. Peace for ourselves and for all our global brothers and sisters. With our Asian and Pacific Islander community, we celebrate the month of May as being the Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I'm blessed to and happy to facilitate our Heart of Peace meditation tonight. We are now on our 6th year. Yes, 6 years. And we do this every second Wednesday of the month from 6 to 7 p.m. Heart of Peace is our collective practice with all our centers centers for spiritual living around the globe. Our service tonight will be an hour. A single sound of the bell, which is this bell, the opening, will signal the opening prayer, and then right after that we will have our sound bath meditation with our beloved Karen Jones. Then we'll all go to a 5-minute total silence. And for those who are watching us on social media, on Facebook or YouTube, during this 5-minute silence, they will be showing you a 5-minute video, and will be played on screen while we observe total silence here in the sanctuary. And right after that, we will proceed to read our peace affirmations. And then after the peace affirmation, then we will have, there will be 3 rounds of peace affirmations, and then we'll close out the meditation. Our very special guest tonight for our centric prayer is Lisa Illy. Lisa is the Director for Spiritual Development of Unity Las Vegas. Lisa has the heart of a spiritual pioneer, inspired by the potential in collective wisdom to evolve humanity. She creates collaborative spiritual partnerships in sound healing, transformational conversation groups, collective emergence partner practices, and spiritual intensive workshops. She is also the originator of the practice of soul journeying, spiritual transmission in the form of guided meditations designed to create a larger context of self-perception. Lisa is a co-steward of the We One Inc., did I say that right? An organization dedicated to the conscious awareness of interbeing, co-founder of the Las Vegas New Thought Collective, and the Director of Spiritual Development at Unity of Las Vegas. She is a licensed Unity teacher and a certified spiritual educator. So may I invite everyone, and to allow this moment to relax and get yourself in a comfortable position, whether you are in your seats here, at home, wherever you are at this very moment. It was Plato who said, we are born whole, but we need each other to become complete. This is a law of nature. It is like flowers have every inch of their petal and color, but need to be pollinated to become complete. Every seed has its full form within it, but each needs the rain and heat of the sun to become corn or wheat or potato. So it's like every poem or painting or piece of music. Indeed, every act of love is carried within us like a seed, each needing the rain and heat of experience to become its full expression in the world. So this paradox is especially true of the light we carry inside. Some call it this inner light, spirit, soul, grace, but we can simply call it eternal aliveness, which is constantly looking for a way to express itself. So I invite everyone to center our attention, focusing on our breath, the breath igniting our aliveness. As we all take a deep breath in through your nose, slowly exhale, and then we all let it go. Please welcome Lisa Lee.
Thank you, Aldo. It is a pleasure, as always, to be here. So today's meditation will be inspired by A.H. Almas. So I invite you just to continue in this beautiful consciousness that Aldo has set for us, and take a deep breath and allow yourself to be very comfortable in your chair. Alma's tells us that if we could actually see the substance of human consciousness, it would look like living daylight. The Newtonian scientific worldview has brought the concept that the universe is fundamentally physical. But it is through this living daylight that we see that the universe is animate and awake, pervaded by an intelligent consciousness. It's a universe that is made up of benevolence, and therefore is something that you can trust. Living daylight is the holding for the soul as it moves from individual identity to identifying as the whole of the cosmos. Any challenges or areas of your life where you may feel a lack of trust can become invitations or portals to connect with this living daylight more deeply. So take another deep breath in. Just imagine yourself breathing in goodness, truth, and beauty. Breathing out what is no longer in service to you. Imagine now a beautiful golden ball of light that is concentrated just above your head, but also radiating out in connection with everything in the universe. From here you can already sense its warmth and its glow. On your next in-breath, breathe this golden light into the top of your head, into your skull, into your brain, seeing all parts of your face now embraced with this living, tender, loving presence. Through the mind, living daylight is experienced as light consciousness. Allow this light consciousness to interpenetrate the more subtle areas of your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. Notice that there is a softening here, a relaxing, a falling away of old and outdated ways of thinking and believing, and a quieting of the mind and emotions. On your next in-breath, breathe this golden light into your heart and feel your heart radiating in its warmth and glow. Through the heart, living daylight is experienced as universal, boundless love. Sense this love healing anything needing to be healed there, caressing and enfolding it. Sense into the peace that comes in this soft, warm presence. And notice now as your heart begins to expand and grow inside of this love, saying to the world, there is room in me for you. On your next in-breath, breathe this golden light into your belly. Through the belly, living daylight is experienced as a deep knowing in the gut that you are held, contained, and enfolded by a loving presence. And that this presence is what really exists in the world. Sense this golden light infusing and strengthening this inner knowing that even if you fall, you will be held. If you let go, things will be okay. If you let yourself not know, you will be guided. If you do not manipulate, you will be taken care of in a way that is appropriate for you. breathe into this head, heart, and belly radiance. The soft openness and receptivity to all that the universe has for you. Take another deep breath in, resting inside of the embrace of this love, this holding of your whole being. As you continue to breathe inside of the living daylight, sense into the freedom that is offered here and the foundation that it creates to live fully as the unique expression of the divine you were created to be. On your next in-breath, breathe in this love. And on your next out-breath, breathe your unique expression of the divine out into the world. Knowing in your heart of hearts that this is the way it really is.
Let us continue to breathe deeply in through our nose and exhale through our mouths, allowing the resonance of that beautiful golden light to continue to move through our crown, our heart, and our bellies. As you release this day, releasing any worry or fear, releasing any upset, any burdens, anything that is laying heavy in your heart. You are gently asked to let it go as you breathe out, once again breathing in and breathing out. Conscious of the gentle rise and fall of your chest as this divine breath of life continues so gracefully and easily. You to release your weight into the chair that you're sitting in, or the ground or the floor that you're sitting on or laying on. Just release your weight and know that you are being carried by divine energy, that you are being supported always and in all ways. For you are of the one, and you are never alone. Let us release our busy minds by beginning to count 7 counts of an inhale. Hold it for 7 counts. 7 counts of an exhale. Hold it for 7 counts. At your own tempo, counting to the beat of your own drum, as fast or as slow as you'd like. You'll find that your body will find a comfortable cadence that is perfect for you. In so doing, your heart will begin to relax and slow down. flow with ease, greater ease, as you focus on your breath. And in those moments when you are holding your breath, listen to that beautiful heart of yours, beating so gracefully and easily. You don't have to think about it. You just have to be. As you breathe, I invite you to become aware of the space around you. Space in front of you, behind you, to the left, to the right, above you, below you. This beautiful space, I like to call it your bubble. The bubble just has a very light and airy feel to it. There are many names for it, but today just imagine this beautiful bubble that is you. We have a tendency to keep our bubbles kind of contracted and closed, as if we are only our bodies. Even in this illusion called reality, that we're all contributing to by being here, by being alive, each of us bringing our own unique vibration to this beautiful creation. Each of us contributing to this beautiful human puzzle. We are the space that surrounds us. You can feel someone's mood as soon as you enter into that space. You can sense their joy, their anger. It's quite a miraculous space. So let us open up that space some more tonight. What would it take for you to go deeper into your meditation than you've ever gone before? To allow yourself to let go and know that you are safe and protected and loved. What would it take for you to expand your awareness of the space of you, letting go of this material world for a little while and tapping into your true heart, your true essence? As you continue to breathe, 7, 7, 7, 7. I invite you to become aware of the space directly in front of you. And you'll notice that there's a protective barrier there. We all have this barrier that we create to keep us safe. It's our defense mechanism. But you don't need that this evening, you see, because we're all safe and protected right now. So as you reach into that space directly in front of you, about 2 or 3 feet, maybe 4, there is a barrier. And you easily and gently move it away. And it falls away easily. And now you can expand into the space in front of you, opening that space more and more, feeling into into it, pushing it open, expanding, expanding, expanding more and more and more and more, beyond the walls of the space around you, beyond this city, this state, beyond this country, this continent, beyond this planet, solar system, galaxy, the universe, the multiverse, time, space, dimensions, and realities, beyond all of that as you expand into space, more, more, more. And when you think you cannot expand anymore, you expand just that little bit more. And there's so much space. And when you breathe in for 7, there's so much space. I invite you to become aware of the space behind you. And once again, there is a barrier, and you gently move it away, and easily it falls away as you expand into the space behind you. Expanding, pushing it open, expanding more, more, feel into it, more, more, there's more space there. Expanding, expanding more, 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 there's more space, there's so much space. Expanding more and more and more, and feeling into it more and more and more and more, and just when you think you can't expand anymore, you expand that much more. When you breathe in for 7, there's so much air, so much space. And now to the left and right of you. Barriers on each side, you gently move them away, and easily they fall away as you expand into the space more and more. Expanding to the left and to the right, they expand at the same time, expanding more and more and more and more, expanding more and more and more. And when you think that you cannot expand any further, that little bit more, more, and yes, you are completely surrounded by so much space. So peaceful. You're so much calmer now. You're so much calmer now. Now you become aware of the space directly above you. And you see that there is a glass ceiling. So you thought that you were completely open, but instead there was a barrier there. Now you gently move it away, and it easily falls away as you expand into the space above you, expanding more, expanding into that space as you breathe. 7, 7, 7, and 7. There's so much space as you expand more and more, feeling into that space. There's so much space, expanding more and more and more, expanding more and more and more and more. And when you think you cannot go any further, you go that much more. So much space. And now the space below you. You gently move away the barrier, and easily it falls away as you expand into the space below you. Reaching into it, feeling into the awareness of the space below you, expanding more and more, feeling into the space below you. You expand even further and further and deeper and more and more and more and more. And when you think you cannot go any further, you expand that much more. Now you are suspended in a beautiful bubble of space. the very outskirts of your bubble, and you know that something miraculous is happening. This light begins to spread throughout your bubble, filling in all of the darkness. It spreads throughout your bubble. It enters in through the top of your crown, through the top of your head, and descends down your body. It rises from below, entering into your feet, and fills your entire body, moving into the very marrow of your bones, moving into your muscles. The light meets the light from above and below in your body, and they dance as you breathe in for 7, hold it for 7, breathe out for 7, hold it for 7. You are inundated with this glorious, glowing white light. It moves all the way down, deep into your blood, into your heart, and it spirals around and around and around in your heart, glowing in this light. And the light, it dances in your cells and molecules, all the way down to the subatomic particles of your essence. You are the light. The light is you. You are the love that spirals in your heart. You are the joy that vibrates in your spirit. And everything in, around, and through you is light. As God connects with you, and on your next exhale of 7, you are invited to release your burdens, to let go of your fear. And every inhale is an opportunity to bring in more of that God light. Every inhale, you inhale more of the light, and it moves through your body, down and up at the same time, and spreads through your bubble like beautiful waves of light, spiraling and twisting and turning. And on your next exhale, you release your worry, your grief, you release your anger, you release your judgment, especially your judgment of self. Everywhere that you are making yourself wrong, you release it, you let it go. You release it, you let it go. You release it, you let it go. Every exhale is an opportunity to let go of what no longer serves you. You let go. You let go. You let go. And all of those places that were heavy in your heart are now filled with the light with every breath that you take. Filling in all of those places in your heart where the burdens were heavy and difficult to carry. You feel so much lighter. There's so much light. And you can feel the love of your spirit family everywhere. And most of all, you can feel this light as pure love, unconditional, kind, generous, and so forgiving. And you know in your heart of hearts that you are deserving of all of the abundance and prosperity in your life, of all of the loving people that are in your life. You are deserving and worthy, and this expands the space of your heart and the space of your bubble, and everything expands. For as you know yourself, that is a reflection on all of humanity. And you raise the vibration of all people around the world, so they too may know the joy, the peace, the release, and the letting go. You are the light. You are the love. You are of the one, and we all are one. Now I invite you to breathe normally. Feeling your heart of peace, knowing your heart of peace, receiving your heart of peace. You feel the energy of your spirit family surround you in this glorious open space filled with light. You feel their love. You say, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for showing me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for my life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
centered in peace that covers every circumstance and concern. Every heartbeat sends a signal to my body and mind. Peace, peace, peace. I relax into peace. I am radiating center of peace, blessing the world. I demonstrate peace in my own life and interactions with others. When I choose peace, I make a positive impact on the world. My heart is a sacred space of peace. Powerfully, peacefully, I speak to right wrongs and improve conditions. I bring about peace through my words. I am so grateful to know that I am surrounded by a loving divine presence that inspires me to be the peace that I wish to experience. Today, I consciously choose peace as the guiding principle in all that I think, say, and do. Peace is already present, deep in the experience of humanity, and its reverberation is known and felt by every being in our global community. Peace is joy. Joy is peace. This spiritual truth now resides within the heart of all beings in this moment and forevermore. There is only one perfect heart of peace, and it lives in me now. My faith reveals to me now ways to overcome any false beliefs and brings me perfect peace. Peace is my priority. I am open to this moment. I am a living, breathing example of the kind, peaceful world I want to live in. I am peace with everyone and everything. I am peace the world needs to see. I am peace. Peace is my choice. I shine my light. It uplifts me and goes out into the universe as it touches everyone everywhere. I am a perfect example of the peace I feel each day. With my heart and ears, I feel and listen in God. I feel and hear the joys of life. I am part of life. I listen with love and in peace. The divine as peace is everywhere, and I am open to receive it. I am guided, guarded, and supported by the divine presence and essence of peace. I am a masterpiece, shaping, learning, and allowing my personal conversation and action grow through, in, and around diversity and all spiritual paths of faith. I am peace. Peace is now. I affirm peace in my mind.
I relax and become a vessel for peace and a soothing presence to those around me. Turning within, I am centered in peace, a peace that covers every circumstance and concern. Every heartbeat sends a signal to my body and mind. Peace, peace, peace. I relax into peace. I am a radiating center of peace, blessing the world. I demonstrate peace in my own life and interactions with others. When I choose peace, I make a positive impact on the world. My heart is a sacred space of peace. powerfully, peacefully, I speak to right wrongs and improve conditions. I bring about peace through my words. I am so grateful to know that I am surrounded by a loving, divine presence that inspires me to be the peace that I wish to experience. Today, I consciously choose peace as the guiding principle in all that I think, say, and do. Peace is already present, deep in the experience of humanity, and its reverberation is known and felt by every being in our global community. Peace is joy. Joy is peace. This spiritual truth now resides within the heart of all beings in this moment and forevermore. There is only one perfect heart of peace, and it lives in me now. My faith reveals to me now ways to overcome any false beliefs and brings me perfect peace. Peace is my priority. I am open to this moment. I am a living, breathing example of the kind, peaceful world I want to live in. I am at peace with everyone and everything. I am the peace the world needs to see. I am peace. Peace is my choice. I shine my light. It uplifts me and goes out into the universe as it touches everyone, everywhere. I am a perfect example of the peace I feel each day. With my heart and ears, I feel and listen in God. I feel and hear the joys of life. I am part of life. I listen with love and in peace. The divine, as peace, is everywhere, and I am open to receive it. I am guided, guarded, and supported by the divine presence and essence of peace. I am a masterpiece, shaping, learning, and allowing my personal conversation and action grow through, in, and around diversity and all spiritual paths of faith. I am peace. Peace is now. I affirm peace in my mind.
I relax and become a vessel for peace and a soothing presence to those around me. Turning within, I am centered in peace that covers every circumstance and concern. Every heartbeat sends a signal to my body and mind. Peace, peace, peace. I relax into peace. I am a radiating center of peace, blessing the world. I demonstrate peace in my own life and interactions with others. When I choose peace, I make a positive impact on the world. My heart is a sacred space of peace. Powerfully, peacefully, I speak to right wrongs and improve conditions. I bring about peace through my words. I am so grateful to know that I am surrounded by loving divine presence that inspires me to be the peace that I wish to experience. Today, I consciously choose peace as the guiding principle in all that I think, say, and do. Peace is already present deep in the experience of humanity, and its reverberation is known and felt by every being in our global community. Peace is joy, joy is peace. This spiritual truth now resides within the heart of all beings in this moment and forevermore. There is only one perfect heart of peace, and it lives in me now. My faith reveals to me now ways to overcome any false beliefs and brings me perfect peace. Peace is my priority. I am open to this moment. I am a living, breathing example of the kind of peaceful world I want to live in. I am peace with everyone and everything. I am peace the world needs to see. I am peace. Peace is my choice. I shine my light, it uplifts me and goes out into the universe as it touches everyone, everywhere. I am a perfect example of the peace I feel each day. With my heart and ears, I feel and listen in God. I feel and hear the joys of life. I am part of life. I listen with love and in peace. The divine as peace is everywhere, and I'm open to receive it. I am guided, guarded, and supported by the divine presence and essence of peace. I'm a masterpiece shaping, learning, and allowing my personal conversation and action go through, in and around diversity and all spiritual paths of faith. I am peace. Peace is now, and I affirm peace in my mind. In this moment, may I invite everyone to please come back into the room. Let's all take a deep breath in. Let's let go. Welcome back. So, just wanted to just say thank you again for a wonderful evening, for joining us tonight. Thank you, Lisa, for your beautiful, inspiring centering. Thank you so much for saying yes to us. Thank you, Karen, for that beautiful sound bath, as always. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yvonne. And I think I see the shadow, Charlie, but she's not here. Thank you, Kaden, for being here tonight with us. Of course, thank you to our dear Revs, Reverend Stacy, Reverend Cheryl, and to our Ministry of Prayer. Thank you so much for supporting our Heart of Peace meditation. every second Wednesday of the month. And please know that all of you who are present here and who are not present here know that you are the truly heart of peace. Thank you so much. And we would like to invite you again next month. Second Wednesday is June 8th. Same time, 6 to 7 p.m. And that will be another very special Heart of Peace. Our beloved practitioner, Juanita McCoy, will be facilitating, since I won't be here and I'll miss you all. But I'll be back in July. And of course, Karen and the rest will be here. So thank you so much, and we're looking forward to seeing you again next month. And for our closing prayer, may I ask our very own practitioner, Franny, to do our practitioner or Reverend Franny, to do our closing prayer. And thank you so much again. I invite everyone to allow tonight's Heart of Peace meditation to be an experience for each one of you, a feeling and meaning of love, joy, and peace. Have a lovely and peaceful evening.
Well, why don't we take this one last moment so we can anchor ourselves in this beautiful experience that we've shared together tonight. And we do that by finding that sweet spot one more time and allowing our eyes to close, and we follow our breath. We breathe in this beautiful concept of peace. We breathe in peace. And we exhale love as we share that love with the world. We breathe in love, and we exhale peace, so it can be enjoyed and shared by all. I am so clear that there is this presence, this boundless, enormous, fully orbed, permeating presence that is everywhere. I call this presence God, for it is the largest, biggest, grandest word I know. God. God is peace. God is love. I am equally clear that I unify with this beautiful, perfect presence, knowing that I am also peace, knowing that I am love. For what God is, I am. God is peace. God is love. I am that. And so I bless this evening tonight, knowing that all who are here, whether you are here in this physical space or you're out there in the world somewhere participating with your heart and your mind, thank you for being in that space with us. I bless you each, knowing that you are here by intention, and it is good. I bless our beloved practitioner Aldo, who I now learned is entering into his 6th year of devotion to this beautiful practice, Heart of Peace. Thank you, Aldo. I bless Karen Jones, who brings with us her stunning talent as a means to open our hearts and allow peace to find its home within. Thank you, Karen. I bless all of us here. I bless our larger community. I bless us as individuals, knowing that this is good. Peace. Love. I am so grateful in this knowing that each one of us carry this out into the world as we make our way home. I am peace. I am the perfect vessel of peace. You are peace. You are the perfect vessel of love and peace. breathe it in one last time. And we let it go. Excuse me, one last time. And it is in this position and moment and intention of peace that we allow ourselves to experience it at its deepest level. And it is in this way that I invite each one here in this room to share with me as we say together, and so it is, now and forevermore. Amen.
Where do I belong?
Tell me your story and I'll tell you mine. I'm all ears, take your time, we've got all night. Show me the rivers crossed, the mountains scaled. Show me who made you walk all the way here. Settle down, put your bags down. You're right now. We don't need to be related to relate. We don't need to share genes or a surname. You are my chosen family. So what if we don't look the same? We've been going through the same thing, yeah. You are my chosen family.
Hand me a pen and I'll rewrite the pain. When you're ready, we'll turn the page together. Open the bottle, it's time we celebrate who you were, who you are. We're one and the same, yeah.
We don't need to be related to relate. We don't need to share genes or a surname. You are my chosen family. So what if we don't look the same? We've been going through the same thing, yeah. You are my chosen family. I chose you.
You chose me,
I chose.
chosen family.
I chose you. You
Chose me. We don't need to be related to relate. We don't need to shed genes or a surname. You are my chosen family. So what if we don't look the same? We've been going through the same pain, yeah. You are my chosen family.
You are
Times are rapidly changing, and sometimes the day-to-day gets the best of us. If you've gotten to that place where you want more and are ready to find that home that nurtures your soul, look no further. We are that place where people start their journey to live their most authentic and joyful life, find balance, and improve in every area. At the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, we are here to offer tools and support to bring out the you we know that you'll love. With a diverse community, we work to create a world that works for all. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, or even if it's your very first step, you are always welcome here. If you are ready for real, meaningful change in your life, come check us out. We're waiting for you.